Okay, I hope you got something out of that one. Let's look at something a little bit different. Let's look at using our number 9 without using our number 9. Hey, welcome back. Mark Russell here from Highlight the Roots. Today we've got another show for you. Again, like 2 weeks ago, we were looking at 11v11 and phases of play. And today it's all about how to get your wide forwards beyond your number 9. So you could be playing any formation such as a 4-5-1 or a 4-3-3, a 4-2-3-1. You're looking basically as your number 9, dropping in a couple of times and letting your wide forwards go beyond that number 9. I've got the tactics board set up. We're going again with tactical pad. I know this isn't as good as what it would be if we could show you firsthand, you know, with players, real life players, real time training sessions, real games. We can't do that at the moment. Obviously there's no training on, there's no games on, we are still on lockdown, so this is the best I can do. Remember what I said before, it's all about how you coach it, it's all about sharing the knowledge. I'll share with you what I know, you guys share with me what you know. We can connect on YouTube, we can connect on Instagram, you can email me. We can also have you guys leaving your comments right below here on YouTube. That would be brilliant. Before we go into this, I do want to say, a few weeks ago we did the 11v11 phase of play, how to get your fullbacks high. I looked for a few likes on that. Massive response. Thank you very much, really enjoyed it. Keep it going. If you haven't seen that, link in the description, go and look at that after this one, or go look at it now, come back to this one. So on that, if you're new here, welcome, enjoy the show. If you do enjoy it, hit the like button, smash the like button, actually, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of our shows, okay? That's how YouTube works. This is what I require from you guys to keep these shows going and keep creating more. Can't wait till we're back playing football, can't wait till we're back coaching properly so we can record some real life players and real highlights for you and really put on some good shows, good chat about football, you know. So I want to give you a quick heads up on my mate Eddie10. Look for him on YouTube. I'll link in the description below again. Eddie's been featured on here a couple of times. He is, I think, an 8-year-old and he's been doing some training in his back garden with his dad. His dad's videoed it all. Just started a YouTube channel. For any children of that age and that level, still fed up a little bit in your back gardens, going on the park with your parents, can't train with your coaches, get on that channel. It is brilliant. Eddie does some fantastic little drills and he's so enthusiastic and he's so cute and he's brilliant. So go there after you've watched this and subscribe to his channel and keep looking and keep watching what his future episodes are coming out. If you've been here before, welcome back. We keep creating content. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to get some knowledge out of it. I want you to go into your training sessions when all this is over with a newfound situations, whether that's in your gameplay or training sessions, and take that on board into your sessions when football starts up again. Right, let's get straight into it. Over to the big camera and the tactics board. Okay, cool. Right, we are going for a 4-3-3 and a 4-5-1 formation. To get your forwards past your number 9, beyond your number 9, so in here, doesn't really require any particular formation. It just requires the system and the philosophy you play. You could have a situation, and we're going to see it on tactical pad today, where you have teams sitting as deep as this. How are you supposed to get those in beyond these in this danger area here? You might have a situation where the Blues are a high pressing team or a mid pressing team, for instance. There, the danger area for you is much bigger and a little bit easier to get in behind. We're going to cover that today and see how we get in behind on a high press, a mid press, and probably a little bit of a low block. There was a game this season where my team played a low block. Really, we just sat there. We played against a much stronger side than us in the cup. They were smashing the league. We went there, the boys weren't confident. They thought they were going to get absolutely hammered. I gave them a system to play. I gave them a formation to play, a philosophy of basically sitting back and then hitting on the break. As it happened, we took them to a 1-1 draw took it to extra time. We went for it. and we got beaten next time. However, the 90 minutes, we matched them, frustrated them, they couldn't get in behind us. I would have showed them how to do it. Their coach didn't work it out or didn't tell them in the right way. Doesn't always work. Remember what I said on the opening. You know, this is a tactics board, tactical pad over there. This isn't real life. This is why it makes a coach's job and a manager's job sometimes really difficult, because you'll get 11 players. How many don't listen? 2, 3? Have you got the attention of every single player in your changing room? If you have, your philosophy will come across, you might get success. If you haven't, 1 or 2 don't work it out, the whole system breaks down, things don't work. That's just football. Again, as I've said in previous videos, this is my own philosophy, this is my take, this is my interpretation of football and how I see it played. Football's brilliant. You'll look at this and say, don't get that, Mock, don't understand that at all, not with you, don't understand why you're doing it like that, I'd do it a different way, you do it a different way. That's football, that's what makes the game so special. Right, let's get into it. So first off, let's just move these over and we'll go straight into tactics board. We're going to go with my philosophy of playing the fullbacks really high, okay, and we're going to split the centre backs. We're going to be on a, where's my football? Cool, we're going to be on a goal kick, keeping our midfield 3 nicely in tandem there. Okay, we're going to bring our, so that's my 2, we're going to bring our 7 over, okay, in front of our 2. We've got our fullbacks nice and high. We're going to bring our 9 across, we're going to bring our 11 across into the centre forward position. These guys obviously won't sit like that, doesn't happen very often. Okay, so our 9's going to be there for the opposition, 7's going to be pushing just that little bit, 2's occupying our left back, okay, and their midfielders surely really would probably occupy our midfielders. Okay, they have got a problem over here, so I'd imagine they would shove someone over. You got your fullback there anyway. Okay, then our centre halves are occupying just around this space. Okay, that's the setup. This is just a goal kick. Their number 9's a bit torn. Does he cover him? Does he cover him? We'll go with the fact that he's splitting them. He might have instructions to go and sit on one of them. Obviously we won't pay out to him then, or sit on that one, whichever. If it was me, I'd probably just say to split the 2 centre halves and then close down as and when. Right, don't want to go on too much and show you the tactics board. I want to show you the tactical pad on the computer. We can bring it out in a minute straight onto the screen. It worked very well in the last video. I hope it works again in this video. Okay, on this one I'm literally going to show you ball into our number 5, dodgy number 5, right and upside down is never easy. Okay, and then we're going to play from there. I do like my fullbacks high. If you've seen the other video, if you know my philosophy, I love to get my fullbacks high. I love to really press on with the options of attacking and overloading in the final third. However, right now this is our number 9, okay, and we're going to look to get our number 7 and our number 11 in beyond this space here. Bearing in mind, they're your 2 forwards that are playing wide of your 9. If you've got forwards that can interact where your 9 becomes your 7 becomes your 9, or vice versa with your 11 and 9 or 11 and 7, wow, brilliant, you're lucky. You know, you've got players who can move about and understand the game. Also with this, you've got the options of getting your number 2 and your number 3 in beyond the 9 as well. Now it's attacking, you're going to get caught a little bit, hence why we've got our midfield trio nicely sat and our 2 centre backs still there. Right, tactics board as always starting to look a mess. Let's get right into tactical pad and have a quick look at this one. Okay, quality. Now we've seen that situation happen where we're going out to our 5, okay, and we've played our number 9 in, the 7 and 11 got beyond. Little situation there. Again, we'll go from a goal kick just because it's easy, because we're building to play through the thirds. This time I want my goalkeeper to go into my number 2. Check it out, I will put the captions on the top so you can see things playing out as we're trying to create this situation of going through the mid and into the final third. Look at the number 5. He is an option at all times for the number 2. Look at the way the 7 and the 11 make their movements, and also I want you to see this time how we brought the midfield into play with the number 4, I think that's the number 8 there, and the number 10 that side. It doesn't really matter, these are just numbers. Okay, I hope you got something out of that one. Let's look at something a little bit different. Let's look at using our number 9 without using our number 9. So we're not going to play into him this time, we're going to use him as a bit of a decoy. So he is hopefully going to drag their player or this player in positions that creates a little bit of space for our midfield. And remember at the beginning of the show I talked about getting our number 3 or our number 2 in beyond the 9, as well as the 7 and 11. This situation will help because the number 9 is going to really drop deep into a number 10 position, really giving that area where the number 9 occupies a lot of space for these players to run into. Again, we'll create something a little bit different. We're going to go from a goal kick straight into our number 4 rather than our number 5 or 6. Reason being, obviously, you don't want to do the same thing every single time. You know, you'll become predictable. Teams will work you out. If you're at a higher level where you're getting your games videoed, video analysis for opposition on your team and your players and the way you do things, you know, you need to come up with new things all the time, really. Otherwise, it does become predictable. It does become a little bit easier to defend. The triggers I talked about for your players, the opposition will be looking for those triggers as well. Okay, they'll be looking for triggers to attack you, but they'll also be looking for the triggers that they will have been made aware of to watch for these particular runs. Right, let's have a quick look at this one on Tactical Pad, and then we'll do something a little bit different. Okay, again, hopefully you get something out of that. Remember, I don't want to be boring, but I do want to reiterate, this is just tactics boards. This is just a computer program called Tactical Pad. It's not real life. It depends how you coach it. I said at the beginning, we can contact each other. Hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram, email me, no problem. Let's have a chat about football. I also said at the beginning that I played a game this season in a cup where we defended really, really deep. It was so frustrating for the opposition. I'll be honest with you, it was probably a bit frustrating for some of my players. We didn't play very expansive. We played really, really defensive, hit on the counter-attack, hit on the break, but looked to create our own situation where we could get in behind and create a heck of a lot of space. I'm going to look at this one from an attacking point of view rather than a defensive point of view though this time. How I would have broke my own tactics down. Okay, so let's just swap this around a little bit. Cool, right, nice one. This was my team. This was my 5 at the back. This was my 3 generals in midfield. My discipline boys. We had our goalkeeper plus our 5 and the 3, making 9. Hard defensive wall. I tucked them all in. Okay, so we were difficult to get past. And these boys, they worked and worked across because I knew they shifted the ball from left to right constantly. I knew they would do because they're a good side and they were trying to create their own space. We had to kill that space, okay? So sometimes you will come up against opposition that do sit like that. It's frustrating. It's hard to break down. Again, we spoke the other week about Burnley in the Premier League, Sheffield United in the Premier League. Got brilliant defensive record. Hardly conceded any goals this season. Purely because they're disciplined. They sit with a big wall in front of the opposition and don't let you pass. You have to find a way of breaking them down. We're not all blessed with having Messi or Mo Salah in our side, you know, who can just go at players. Ronaldo, you know, all these world-class players that can go at defenders, draw them all out. Yes, you'll have your own player who can do that at your level, but we're going to have a quick look now how we would break that down. There's a lot of one side to the other, one side to the other. Just got to be patient on that build-up and remember your triggers. Let's have a quick look at it on Tactical Pad. Right, and now I go on. Not ideal, tactics board, tactical pad. It's not real life. This is how coaches work. We pop it out here on a tactics board. We ask the players to pull off our philosophy and our formations and our ideas. Off you go onto the pitch and do what we want. Brilliant, perfect world. It's not a perfect world. It's always a perfect world on a tactics board, always. Always a perfect world in tactical pad. We can manipulate it. We can't manipulate the opposition properly on a football pitch, but we can help ourselves. Right, coaching points today. First, triggers. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. Triggers are huge. Got to get your triggers right. Everybody, every position, every number, every player should know the triggers in certain situations. Offensive, defensive, no problem. In possession, out of possession, whichever third, final third, mid third. Final third should be attacking third, mid third, defensive third. Coaching point number 2, positions. It's really important players keep their positions and keep their discipline and know exactly what they're doing from set play. Open play is a little bit difficult because you have scenarios that happen that you're not even aware of that could change the way you are situated, the position you're situated in. However, once you lose that ball, get yourself back into your position. From a goal kick, you should know exactly the position you need to be, whether it's from the left hand side or whether it's from the right hand side. Goalkeeper's going to choose and pick which type of goal kick he plays. Could be a long ball, could be a short ball, could have a look what's happening around him. It's really important to have a decisive goalkeeper. Coaching point number 3. Handwriting's terrible. Movement. Really, really important to move the opposition around. If the opposition are as disciplined as that, they need shifting. They need shifting, and they need shifting quickly. Okay, if the opposition are a bit more expansive and a bit more open, you might need to shift 1 or 2 players. Positional play. Remember the number 9 moving, knowing very well he probably won't get a touch of the ball, occupying this area here and then into here to move the 6 or the 4 or the 5 into a little bit of space for us to create through that mid-third and into the final third. Okay, so that's it for today. 11 aside, this can be transferred to 9v9, 7v7, coaching points 1, 2 and 3. Really look at them. You know, get your players working on the triggers, get your players understanding what you want from them and how your philosophy works. And again, guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you're still watching this late on, thank you very much. Keep coming back. Make sure you've got that bell button pressed as well on your subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. I'll keep doing some content. I'm going to do actually a couple of training situations, a couple of training drills, similar with the tactics board and tactical pad. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get these followers up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these views up. Okay, it'd be brilliant for me and brilliant for the show if we keep progressing as we are. Very, very happy at the moment. Guys, stay safe. Speak soon. And don't forget to watch Eddie 10, Eddie's Quality. I've left the link below. And if you've got any comments, leave them below for me as well, okay? Let's get chatting.